with the best highlights across Northeast Wisconsin. This is Friday Night Blitz with Brandon Kinnard.
We're off and running into the state quarterfinals. Thanks for being with us for a Level 3 edition of the Blitz. And what better place to start than in the Fox Valley? Let's get right to it. Defending champion Kimberly looking for another ride back to the state semifinals. Conference rival Neenah standing in their way. Late second quarter, we're still scoreless here, but not for long. Carson Pendleton to his top target, Bryson Veith, 29-yard touchdown, gives the Papermakers a 7-0 lead. Rockets, though, with a big response just before the half. Ashton Van Beek, the freshman quarterback, to Grant Dean. Nice grab there, and we're tied at 7. Same score, fourth quarter. Makers moving the ball. It's Marcus Doucette running right and leaping over a Rockets defender. Nice little 17-yard pickup, and then later on that drive, it's Braden Ellefson in at quarterback now. Powers it in with some great blocking in front of him. Kimberly back on top 14-7. Waning moments of the game. Neenah with a chance, down 7. This is a fourth down. Van Beek looking for Dean. Almost made an unbelievable catch, but it's incomplete, and Kimberly hangs on to win it by 7. Here's Olivia Acree.
Here with us, we have head coach Chad Mikowicz of Kimberly, who just won the Week 3 playoff game between Neenah and Kimberly. Coach, tell us, how does this one feel for you guys?
Really good. You know, it was a classic FVA battle. Neenah's such a well-coached team, such a physical team, and they played their hearts out, and, you know, we're super happy to be moving on. It was a heck of a football game. Yeah,
and what do you think some of the key factors are that led to the win, especially the defense at the very end?
Yeah, the defense standing tall time and time again. The offense being opportunistic. I thought the special teams units, particularly the punt team, did an outstanding job of kind of flipping field position at times, and just the overall team effort. It was awesome to watch the boys perform.
Totally. And tell me, looking ahead to next week, what are you guys going to work on for 1 week closer to state?
Yeah, so Marquette, a familiar opponent from years ago, but unfamiliar to myself and obviously our team. So coaches will be hard at work this weekend putting together a game plan, and, you know, we get an opportunity next week. It'll be fun.
Sounds good. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and go enjoy that win.
Thank you.
Death, taxes, and Kimberly, man, they are always there. Well, you mentioned Marquette. They were taking on Fond du Lac in the other quarterfinal here, and it was a big win for the Hilltoppers. They're driving the ball late here. Peter McDevitt to Cam Russell, then later McDevitt to Thad Hoffman. This puts them up 42-0. That was the eventual final. Fond du Lac had an amazing turnaround this season. It ends in Level 3. All right, moving on. A horse on the field. You know what that means. We're headed to Kaukauna. The Galloping Ghosts hosting Cedarburg. Nice little exchange there. Opening drive. Connor Kicello right up the gut. 12-yard score puts the Ghosts on top. Cedarburg responds. Alex Evanoff coming at you with a jump ball. And his man Logan Zahur goes up and gets it. We're tied at 7. But Kaukauna about to run away. Finley Dorio to his top target, Nolan Hall, in stride, an 83-yard touchdown. The Ghosts retake the lead, and there was more where that came from. Evanoff picked off. John Newman off to the races with a pick 6. Kaukauna rolls in this one. They get Wanakee in the semis. Well, we went with Neenah Kimberly for showdown this week, but this next game was a close second. Let's check in with John Miller in Two Rivers for a matchup of Division IV juggernauts.
Brandon, this had to have been the game of the night at Two Rivers High School, a Division IV clash as the #1 seeded Raiders hosted #2 Luxemburg-Casco Spartans. Let's not waste any time. Let's check out the highlights. No score in the second quarter. How about #6 from the 6-4-6? Max Ronsman puts the Spartans up 7-0. And then the Raiders tied up a little later. Justin Klinkner, QB sneak for a touchdown. It's all tied. In the third, Spartans up 3. And then after a Raiders fumble, Ronsman throws it to Chris Vanderwielen. He's going to shake the tackle, tightrope down the sidelines, just staying in bounds. And he's going to take this one all the way to the house. 17-7. Now, fourth quarter, Two Rivers cut into that deficit. Matthias, one of the best running backs ever in the state of Wisconsin, barreling his way in, 17-14, just under 11 minutes to go. Under 7 minutes to go in the fourth, handoff goes to Matthias, and it's like the seas were parted. Look at all this room for Matthias, just has to make a man miss. 40-yard touchdown run makes it 21-17, they have the lead. Spartans respond. Look at this throw from Ronsman, and look at this catch from Trevor Shanebeck. Are you kidding me with this grab? 24-21, Luxemburg-Casco takes the lead with 4 minutes to go, and they hang on to win. It's Luxemburg-Casco's first time ever making it to level 4.
It feels so good. School history. We made level 4. No team has ever done it before. One of the first teams to do it in school history. It feels amazing.
It means the world. I mean, a lot of the guys we've coached here, I've been here for 18 years. This is for all those kids that we've coached. This is for everyone in our communities, and these coaches did an awesome job. I'm just so happy for our kids. I get to spend one more week with these guys, guaranteed.
From Two Rivers High School, John Miller, NBC 26.
Luxemburg-Casco class of 09 right here. Congrats to the Spartans. In Division 5, Wrightstown and Wittenberg-Burnham Wood. After a safety here, the ensuing return, Chargers with some razzle-dazzle. You saw the handoff on the reverse there, and here goes Owen Dickman. 9-0 Whitburn. Rough start for the Tigers, but man, this is what they do. They just run it right at you all night. Peyton Vandehei cuts it to 9-7 on the touchdown. Next Tigers possession, Vandehei again, and he's gonna run a lot longer. See you later. Long touchdown run as the Tigers go on to roll here. 41-17, they get St. Croix Falls next week. In Division 6, a battle of unbeatens. Kewanee and St. Mary Springs along the lakeshore. Scoreless first quarter, early in the second out of 4th and 1. Storm defense with the stuff. Measurement confirms it, and then on the very next play, it's Owen Carlson. Hello, and goodbye. 43-yard touchdown run has Kewanee up 10-0 after a Storm stop. His very next touch, bouncing off defenders, looking, whoop! Man, this kid can play. 17-0 after another Carlson touchdown, and then Springs with a chance to score before the half, but guess who? Carlson with the sack. I'd say it was the game of his life, but he does it every week. Kewanee on to level 4 after a 30-0 win. And in Division 7, Reedsville and Randolph. A lot for the Panthers fans to cheer about tonight. We got there just in time for the game-sealing interception. Parker Maney hauls it in. Reedsville polishes off a 20-0 win. They are on to the state semis. Congrats to the Panthers. Some other scores here in Division 3. Notre Dame moving on, a 26-21 win over Mount Hora-Barneveld. And on the other side of that D3 bracket, Menasha, a tough, hard-fought loss, 17-13 at Grafton. And in D4, Xavier falls to Lodi, 28-13. That's the Hawks' first loss since week 1 at Luxemburg-Casco. On to state volleyball now. It's the girls' Division 1 semifinals. Appleton North and Oconomowoc will start midway through set 1. Caden Lehman gets the kill off the nice back set. Left-handed swing. We go to extra points in this one. Here's Appleton North, the middle hitter, Anna Bjork. It goes long, and Appleton North wins that set, 29-27, but Oconomowoc storms back to take the match in 4. And on the boys' side, after a thrilling comeback yesterday, Kimberly battling the top seed Middleton. Makers off to a good start. Brady Kester in the middle with the block. It's 3-0 early. Then Owen Krause just gonna swing away and launch this to the back line for the point. Kimberly's still up 3, but here comes Middleton, Caden Van Buren for the point, and they keep rolling on their way to a 3-0 sweep. On the girls' side, we did have Xavier and Howards Grove winning earlier in the day. They will both play for state titles at the Rush tomorrow. Stick with us, our high school football play of the night coming up. Our Friday Night Blitz play of the night, we go back to that thrilling game in Two Rivers. Luxemburg-Casco's Max Ronsman to Trace Shanebeck for a clutch touchdown late. They had lost a 10-point lead, but this put the Spartans back on top. 24-21, they take it in Two Rivers. Ronsman to Shanebeck, and the Spartans are heading to the state semifinal round for the first time in program history. Awesome for those kids out there at Luxemburg-Casco. Ronsman, a great wrestler. He's won a state championship there. Now looking to win one on the gridiron as well. Congrats to the Spartans. Man, we have got one local team alive in every division. Kimberly, Kaukauna, Notre Dame, Luxemburg-Casco, Wrightstown, Kewanee, and Reedsville. I think I got everyone there. My apologies if I left anyone out. I'm doing that math on the fly, but that is great representation from northeastern Wisconsin here as we continue on in the playoffs. Level 4 next week, going to be a lot of fun. We'll let you know where we're going for Showdown, and we'll be back with one last Friday Night Blitz a week from tonight. We'll see you then. For now, thanks for spending your Friday night with us, and have a great weekend.